Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Sasha is overwhelmed. Willow springs into action. In addition to an overwhelmed Sasha, General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, June 5, 2025, focus on Willow springing into action and Lucky facing a hard truth. The developments of the Michael Rory Gibson versus Willow Katelyn MacMullen trial will undoubtedly take a toll on everyone involved. But on Thursday, it particularly hit Sasha, Sophia Matson, hard after her reluctant confession on the stand. Look for her to be overwhelmed. Can you blame her? Meanwhile, Willow has a different method of dealing with things. According to the teasers, she springs into action. Her learning about Michael and Sasha's affair is a total game-changer. What actions will she take? Anna, Finola Hughes, shares her suspicions with Jason, which seem to be about her newest fixation, Professor Dalton, Daniel Govard. People are accusing her of being overprotective of Emma, Bradine Brunner, but she is onto something. She has no idea that Brennan already has an investigation into the professor and his secret lab project. So what will she want Jason to do? Elsewhere, Lucky, Jonathan Jackson, faces a hard truth after Elizabeth turns down his wedding proposal. He could admit to himself that if he wants to be the kind of man Elizabeth deserves, then he has some things to figure out about himself. For one, he could have handled discovering Christina, Kate Mansi, caused her accident differently. Now Elizabeth has joined him in keeping an incriminating secret. When Curtis, Donald Turner, and Portia, Brooke Kerr, host a family gathering, will this get-together turn into confession time? After all, the two are having major issues that their family members know nothing about. This could be about healing their fractured relationship or something else entirely. The emotional aftershocks of the June 4 bombshell are still reverberating throughout Port Charles, and on the June 5 episode of General Hospital, the tension only escalates as Sasha falters under the weight of her secret, while Willow finds herself digging deeper, standing tall against the emotional storm that threatens to consume everything she thought she knew. The day begins with a haunting silence at the Quartermain estate, as Michael tries to process the revelation that Sasha is pregnant with his child. The man once known for control, poise, and loyalty now finds himself unmoored, questioning every decision he made in the weeks and months leading up to this moment. Sasha, meanwhile, wakes up to a world that suddenly feels colder and more unforgiving than ever. Her confession, raw and unexpected, hangs heavy in the air, and the eyes of everyone around her now carry a mixture of sympathy, judgment, and curiosity. But it isn't the whispers or the stares that break her. It's the absence of Michael, his silence, his distance. The fact that when she needed him most, he walked away. Sasha is left trying to convince herself she did the right thing by speaking her truth, but self-doubt creeps in fast. Alone in her deception office, she stares at the sonogram photo tucked inside her planner, tears brimming in her eyes as she wonders if telling the truth destroyed what little peace she had rebuilt. Maxie attempts to comfort her, gently reminding Sasha that honesty is powerful and healing, but Sasha's trembling hands and haunted eyes suggest otherwise. She isn't ready to be the strong one. Not today. Meanwhile, across town, Willow senses something is deeply wrong, and her instincts are sharper than ever. She catches Michael lying about where he was the night before, and while she doesn't press him, her heart starts building walls. She tells herself he's grieving, overwhelmed, confused, but there's a whisper of doubt growing louder by the hour. Willow isn't new to betrayal, and something about Michael's demeanor reminds her of when he first started hiding Nina's SEC secret. She wants to trust him, wants to believe in the life they've built, but deep down she knows something's changed. That's when she decides to fight, not just for her relationship, but for clarity, for peace of mind, and for herself. She pays an unexpected visit to Sasha at Deception, and the tension between the two women is immediate and razor-sharp. Sasha's eyes widen when Willow walks in unannounced, her voice calm but brittle. "I think you and I need to talk," Willow says, her tone betraying nothing but weariness. What follows is a conversation layered with pain, restraint, and quiet devastation. Sasha, still shaken from Michael's non-response, tries to stay composed, but the moment Willow asks if the baby is Michael's, everything shatters. There's no dramatic denial, no overacted breakdown, just silence, followed by a tearful nod. Willow stands motionless, her mouth parting slightly as the truth solidifies in her mind. Born from gut instinct, is real. She doesn't scream. She doesn't cry. Instead, she quietly thanks Sasha for her honesty and walks out. But what Sasha doesn't see is that the moment Willow steps into the elevator, she breaks down completely. The pain doesn't come from jealousy or rage. It comes from a deep, bone-aching sadness that the man she trusted once again made choices behind her back. But Willow doesn't plan to fall apart. She doesn't want pity. She wants answers. She heads straight to Carly, the one person who has always seen through Michael's carefully curated exterior. Carly listens, anger flashing in her eyes not at Sasha, but Michael. "He should have told you," she says bluntly. "No matter what happened with Sasha, you deserve the truth." The mother-daughter-in-law bond between Carly and Willow strengthens in that moment, and while Carly may love Michael, she doesn't condone cowardice. She urges Willow to demand an explanation, not for drama, not for revenge, but because the truth sets people free. Elsewhere, Michael is spiraling. His silence isn't indifference, it's fear. He loves Willow. He regrets everything that happened with Sasha. That night at the boathouse wasn't planned. It wasn't love. It was grief, vulnerability, the quiet collapse of two broken people leaning on each other for a moment too long. He tells himself that Willow wouldn't understand, but deep down, he knows he's just afraid she will. At the Metro Court, he meets with Ned, trying to bury himself in ELQ business. But he's distracted, forgetful, and jittery. Ned notices and offers uncharacteristic compassion. "Whatever you're hiding, Michael, it's going to come out. It always does." Meanwhile, Cody finally hears the news, not from Sasha, but from Brooklyn, who overhears a deception staffer whispering about the father bombshell. Cody, shocked and visibly wounded, leaves the gym mid-training session and heads straight for GH. When he finds Sasha, he doesn't yell. He simply says, "You should have told me." She tries to explain it was never his responsibility, never his burden, but Cody walks away before she finishes the sentence. Later, he finds solace in Mac, whose advice is equal parts fatherly and wise. Sometimes the hardest thing is realizing someone else's future doesn't include you the way you hoped. And while Cody may have lost a dream of a family with Sasha, there's a strength in him now that wasn't there before. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Nina catches wind of Sasha's pregnancy and instantly realizes what's at stake. A baby that's both Sasha's and Michael's. That's her into both Sasha's heart and possibly Willow's family. She sees this as a path to redemption, but her motives are clouded. She offers Sasha support, tells her she wants to be there, and even goes so far as to suggest they schedule a meeting with a pediatrician together. Sasha, confused and still hurt by Nina's past betrayals, doesn't know what to say. She isn't sure if Min is being sincere or opportunistic. Valentin watches from afar, noting Nina's renewed interest in Sasha's life with suspicion. He warns her gently but firmly. "Don't use that child to fix what you broke." Back at the Quartermain house, Willow finally confronts Michael. The scene is heartbreaking. She walks in with calm determination, but her eyes are red-rimmed and tired. Michael tries to speak, but she cuts him off. "I need you to tell me the truth, not a version of it. Not what you think I want to hear. I want the real story." Michael confesses everything, from the night with Sasha to his decision not to tell Willow, thinking it would only hurt her more. He tries to explain it wasn't about love, it was about loss, but Willow listens in silence. When he finishes, she simply says, "You don't trust me, and that hurts more than what you did." Michael begs for forgiveness, pleads for a chance to prove he still wants their life together. But Willow needs time. She tells him she's staying at the gatehouse for a while, just to breathe, just to think. As she walks away, Michael is left standing in the same silence Sasha faced the day before, a silence filled with consequences. The final scenes of June 5 show Sasha alone again at deception, turning off the lights in her office as she rubs her stomach gently. A quiet whisper, "I'll protect you, no matter what." Meanwhile, Willow stands at the edge of the Quatermain garden, looking up at the sky, steeling herself for the next battle. She's no longer the woman who bends to heartbreak. She's ready to fight, for herself, for her peace, and for the future she now knows will never be the same. The juxtaposition of Sasha's emotional collapse and Willow's rising resolve sets the tone for a powerful new chapter on General Hospital. As Fa'at continues to spread, alliances will shift, hearts will break, and secrets will no longer stay buried. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.